So is having a negative focus your only option? As much as I'd like to say it obviously isn't, whenever the idea of having a positive focus comes up, it's always seen as not being realistic. And this comes from a misconception about what a positive focus is. So let's clear that up.
Oh, great. Here comes one of those whack job speeches about how just exactly perfect everything is.
I think I am going to be sick. What does he expect me to do? Golly gee, but I get it now. I had it all wrong. All of my classmates are great, all of my classes are greater, and all of my teachers are the greatest. I wish we could do this school thing 12 hours a day. And if we have to have weekends off, why can't we at least have twice as much homework? Give me a break.
Exactly.
Now that's not being realistic, is it? And it's also not at all what I'm talking about here. You see, having a positive focus isn't about telling yourself that everything is just exactly perfect. What it is about is taking a situation and turning it to your advantage instead of whining about it or resisting it. It's simply the difference between asking yourself, how can I get out of this? And what can I get out of this? Now, what's so unrealistic about that?
Okay, I hate to say it, but this makes more sense than the butterflies and rainbows speech I was expecting. If I have to do something anyway, it would be better to focus on what I can get out of it instead of how I can get out of it. When I was studying for that stupid vocab test, I noticed that, when I put my attention on how it was helping me learn how to get the job done without whining all the time, it didn't suck nearly as much as it did when I spent all my time trying to get out of doing it. I felt a lot better when I could see how it was helping me than I did when I was only focusing on what a big bowl of suck it was to have to do it.
Whatever you choose to focus on becomes your reality because you're going to see the whole picture from that angle. It's not a matter of whether you're right or wrong. It's like that old saying about the glass being half empty or the glass being half full. It's not a question of one being the right answer because they're both correct. So don't let anyone tell you that you're not being realistic if you're not looking for the worst in every situation. Having a negative focus is no more realistic than any other focus. You get what you focus on. So if that's not what you want to see, you gotta stop looking for it so hard.
I can't believe this is happening.
What are you talking about?
It's all starting to make sense. At least a little bit. Maybe there is something to what he is saying. After all, I always go looking for what will suck, and I always do find it.
Are you going to start having a positive focus?
I don't know. But I do know that a smaller bowl of suck would be better than the barrel of suck I swim around in all the time. My mother is always going on about how my attitude sucks. Who knows? If I start doing this stuff, and it helps me out, maybe I will get my iPhone back faster. My mother says tweets are for the birds. I'm going to tell her that she needs to stop being so negative, and learn to see what she can get out of it instead of focusing on how she can keep me out of it.